an early lead in that one, bike number 142. That is Dean Misdahl, the champion Kawasaki Costa Mesa mechanic. He takes the early lead, over 700. And that's Bill Donovan, who's in second. So Misdahl's in the lead. Oh, we got a couple of riders down on the outside of turn number 2 in that 600 class. Looks like the riders up and okay, and of course about 3 riders took a diversionary course off the track in turn number 2. Still a lot of shuffling of the bikes out there as they go down the back straightaway. And already the leaders starting to sort themselves out, get themselves in a position to where they can attack. Now we've got 1 lap down. We'll have 7 laps to go as they come by to complete lap number 1. They come out of turn number 9, and already 3 riders starting to break away from the rest of the field as they come down to complete lap number 1. It's Cordillo out in front. 129 running in second spot. And that's Chuck Wyckoff, another one of those favorites. Chuck Wyckoff running in second spot. Chuck Wyckoff from Diamond Bar, California, a 30-year-old rider, originally born in Ohio. And he's sponsored by Long Beach Yamaha, and this is his first season in AAA. He took a 6th overall in the club. So Chuck Wyckoff running in second spot right behind Steve Cordillo. We'll keep our eye and see where the progress of Malcolm Hill. We want to welcome Channel 12 out here today, the cable network for this Antelope Valley area. And they're out here filming the races today, and we understand it was on TV last night, and they'll be doing the same thing for the next race. Still Cordillo out in front with Wyckoff in second spot, running in third spot now and breaking away from the rest of the field, bike number 291. And that is Don Kane. He's a rider that's currently running third right now, and then comes 116, Art Kawaguchi. So we've got the Yamaha running in front, and bike number 129. Wyckoff on a Yamaha running in second spot. 291.
300X, 918.
And Don Kane also on a Yamaha running in third. So that's basically how it shapes up right now. It's Cordillo, Wyckoff, and Kane. And as we mentioned, Don Kane out of San Luis Obispo on that 600cc Yamaha. He's sponsored by Slow City Cycles, RPM Adventures, and Speakers Unlimited. He's currently running in third spot. But right now he's got to try and get around 129, and that's Wyckoff, and around our leader, Steve Cordillo, 452, who's out in front. Okay, here they come, like a freight train. Your leaders run down the front straightaway. It's still Cordillo, Wyckoff, and Don Kane in that order. We're still David Neal back there in about 7th or 8th spot. We're still looking for Malcolm Hill, but he was entered, but I don't think he's out there. Running in 5th spot, bike number 140, and that's Chuck Asklin, and of course he is the nephew of Skip Asklin, and he, in fact, a couple of years ago, he was competing on the Formula 2 national circuit. Chuck Asklin, that's good, and he retired, I guess, for a little bit, but he's back racing production bikes now, so it's good to see Chuck Asklin out here, running in 5th spot. Bike number 260 is running in 6th spot. And then Mike Graves is running in 6th spot. That's bike number 260. So Mike Graves running in 6th. Okay, we got the halfway flag out. Let's get race number 2 up to the pre-grid, 750 in open modified production. Okay, unofficially, of course, Dean Meesdahl on the Yamaha was leading as they went into turn 1, and we're probably sure that he's probably still holds down that lead. He's lost in the 600 traffic right now, and Bill Donovan was running in second spot. Okay, these 3 riders really put on a terrific show as they crest the top of the hill and go down that back straightaway. We got, it looks like a pass the lead. Looks like Kane, who is running in second spot, is going to try and make a pass for the lead as they go down that back straightaway, and there he goes. The 24-year-old rider out of San Luis Obispo takes a beat on the lead, and look at this, third place now is starting to crawl all over him. So we've got Cardillo, Wyckoff, and Kane in a terrific battle here around turn number 8. They're going to start coming up on some lap traffic here very shortly, but here they come out of turn number 9. 740 just pulling into the pits with a mechanical problem. And here they come, and Kane now takes over the lead. Cardillo in second, Wyckoff in third. A complete turnaround now as Don Kane takes his motorcycle and puts it in the lead. They hit around turn number 1. Cardillo in second, Wyckoff in third, Art Kawaguchi still in fourth. Came off really squirrely out of turn number 9, but he pulled it back together, and he's back out on the racetrack again. In fact, that's that battle for the lead right now on 450. It's Meesdahl and Donovan, and boy, that's getting close. As they hit around turn number 1, they're side by side in that 450 competition. Art Kawaguchi still holding down in fourth position as he goes into turn number 1, and he's holding it just out over and with all these bikes out here, it's tough to pick up the leaders. And I believe the leaders are heading up the hill right now, and I think they're stuck in all that traffic coming down the hill right now, and this is going to be determined a lot in this race as they try to weave around that slower traffic coming down off the hill. But we'll see who gets the better of this shuffle as they work their way through that lap traffic. And look at Don Kane, he's about the 5th guy in that group, and now he's 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and he just gets by them all as he goes down that back straightaway and into the kink, and that lap traffic would definitely play to Don Kane's advantage as he opens up a big lead now over Cardillo and Wyckoff trying to chase him down, and they're still stuck in all that lap traffic going around turn number 8. Look at this, Donovan and Meesdahl putting on a great race for 450's stock production as they head into turn number 1. Those 2 riders starting to open it up on the rest of the field. And here comes your battle for the lead, and right now, Kane starting to open it up. 291 coming by out in front. Then comes Cardillo and Wyckoff, and now they're all clear of that lap traffic. Okay, we need 750 in open modified production up to the pre-grid, please. 750 in open modified production up to the pre-grid. Boy, in that 450 class, Ms. Dahl and Donovan are really putting on a show as they break hard for turn number 3, and they come up to you fans in turn 3 and 4. That's that battle for 450 stock production, and there's been a pass. Ms. Dahl takes over the lead. Our shorter, John Raleigh, gives him the white flag. One more lap to go. It's decision time in that 450 class. Okay, that was Ms. Dahl and Donovan coming by the start finish line. We'll check that race out. They've got the white flag now. Here comes the checkered flag, and it's going to be Canay. And Canay takes the win. Hard to say who came in second. I believe it was probably 129. Did he beat out Cordillo? We'll have to find out in the official results. They came by with some traffic in front of them, so it was definitely those three. But we know definitely the winner, Don Canay, and he was just up here before the race, said he wanted to fill out his sponsor's card, so let's give him a plug. Don Canay, the 24-year-old rider out of San Luis Obispo, bike number 291 in those blue leathers. He's sponsored by Slow City Cycles, RPM Adventure. Okay, we just got confirmed. Wyckoff did finish second, bike number 129. Okay, we're looking for that battle at 450 stock production, and did they go by already, or is that race over? Let's find out. It looks like that could be them out in turn number 8. And what turned out to be a close race turns out to be no contest as Ms. Dahl takes it. Bill Donovan shaking his fist. He seems like he's quite happy with himself with second spot, so he takes home second in that 450 stock class. This will be open modified production, 50 open modified production classes. They head into turn number 1. Oh, riders sweeping back and forth here. Keep your eye on turn number 1. We've got riders swinging all over the place here. This is going to be tight. And they get through in pretty good shape. Malcolm Hill going out dead last. Malcolm Hill is still recovering from some injury, so he's not really quite into these races. He's more or less just trying to get himself up to par. Yeah. Getting up to speeds of about 135 miles an hour, and already the battle for the lead goes on as the rider in the blue leathers who had the lead has dropped back into third. I believe that was Don Canay, but he must have had some sort of problem because he dropped right off the pace, and here comes your leaders coming down to complete lap number 1, 7 laps to go. That was 55 taking over the lead. Actually, 710 came by here and took over the lead. Oh, we had a 710 come by here and take over the lead, but we don't have a 710 down here on our program. And if we don't have him down, then he's not in the race. So we've got a leader, but who's not on our charts. 55 running in second spot. That's Bob Ryan, the Cycle Racer sponsored rider on the Suzuki. He's running in second spot, and he had the lead before they came down. By bike number 252, Marty Siegel on the Suzuki running in third. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? Came by here on this. So the top three riders all on Suzukis as the riders head down through turn number 8 and 9 and come down and complete lap number 2. And already Chris Stewart opening up a big lead, bike number 740 on the Suzuki. Marty Siegel running in second spot. Dave Sutteris running in third spot. And it looks like that's Bob Rynan drifting back into fourth. Moving up into third spot right now out of Torrance, California. That's the 25-year-old rider out of New York, California. Currently living in Torrance. That's Dave Sutteris. And he is on that GSXR 1100 Suzuki. And he is sponsored by Del Amo Suzuki. And of course, before he raced out here, he raced in New England. With the AAMRR. And right now he is an engineer for Hughes Aircraft, so Dave Sutteris putting that engineering degree to good use out here, going very, very quick, out here running in third spot. Dave Sutteris on the Suzuki. Is that Dave Sartorius? I believe that's probably Dave Sartorius is how he pronounces that. And he's on those Michelin tires, as we mentioned, sponsored by Del Amo. Boy, Chris Stewart just literally running away with this race now. The battle right now is for second spot. And that's Sartorius and Siegel really putting on a battle for second right now. I want to mention everybody down in the pits real quick that the gas pumps, well, we're having a little bit of problem a little earlier. They are now fixed, so if you need any gas, get on over to the gas pumps. These people that are standing out here by the barrels, please, we need you behind the pit wall, please. Behind the pit wall. Thank you very much. Because these bikes come screaming down here about 135, 140 miles an hour, and there goes Chris Stewart. Just as we mentioned, he's one of the fastest riders out there right now. I know. Look at this battle for second. They're side by side now. Sartorius and Siegel. And looks like Siegel still holds on to it as they head around turn number 1. Siegel from Whittier, California, still holding off the very hard-charging Sartorius from Torrance, California. So two Southern California riders doing battle on those two Suzukis. One of them, Sartorius, that's 793. He's sponsored by Del Amo Suzuki. Marty Siegel, he's running up there with him. Bike number 252, he is on the Town and Country Suzuki. So Whittier and Torrance battling it out here for second spot. Right now, Sartorius with that very slim lead in second position as they head around turn number 1. We're going to try and pick up 750s for you and see where they are. I know they're working their way up through the slower open riders. And your leader should be coming down the front straightaway, and it's Don Canay, and he's just now leading Richard Moore, so by a fraction as they go into turn number 1, Don Canay unofficially out in front, Richard Moore running a second. Look at Richard Moore climbing all over Sartorius. We're not sure if that's for the lead or not, but it's for one of those positions way up there in the 750 class. As they head around turn number 2, they're literally tied together. Moore is inching up. He's inching up on Canay right now. In fact, he's inching up like a cheap pair of underwear as they go around turn number 2 and head up the hill. There's that battle for the lead going up the hill, you fans up there on 3 and 4 right now, and that's the 750 class. 83 Richard Moore. Of course, we're going to see Richard Moore a little later in that Honda Interceptor Series race. Now, you can go out to an SCCA sports car race at Riverside sometime, and you'll see that most of these drivers maybe race one race a whole weekend. Not here in motorcycle racing. You can get one rider who can enter 6 classes, and sometimes Earl Roloff will do that. Come out and enter 6 classes and get a lot of racing in for your money out here at Willow Springs. There goes your battle for second position around turn number 1 right now. It's Sartorius. Oh, and they're going around some left riders, and Sartorius just took the lead as they went around a left rider. He left Siegel in his wake as they head around turn number 2. Now the blue leathers of Sartorius takes over that position. There goes Canay and Richard Moore down the front straightaway, and Moore now in the slipstream, pulls on the inside, tries to take a peek for the lead, and he takes Canay going around turn number 1, goes a little wide, Canay's coming back. And they're side by side going around turn number 1 as they head into turn number 2. And Richard Moore holds him off, so Moore holding off Canay as they head around turn number 2. Where's the Canay crew down here? Are they battling for the lead in that class? Are they battling for the lead in that class? But we'll still say it's unofficial. They're battling for the lead out there in that 750 class. So we'll keep an eye on that as well as the open class. At 740, Chris Stewart just making mincemeat out of all these people in this class. There goes that battle for second, and it's still hot and heavy. Sartorius out in second spot. There comes Siegel on the inside, and oh, he put a move on him, and Sartorius got hooked up behind a solo rider who had engine problems, and that just about did him in. I think that just about did Sartorius in right there as he went around turn number 1. He got balked by a slower rider who had his hand up and was saying he had mechanical problems. Sartorius was right in his line. Nothing he could do about it, and it looks like Siegel's going to be on his way to get a second position. And there goes around turn 1 and 2 is going to be on a mission out there all by himself, the rider from La Cañada, California, the 29-year-old rider Chris Stewart. His tuner is Denny Freeway Fryer, and he's on those Dunlop tires, so Mark Mansinger's got to be pleased with himself. Sponsored by Dunlop, Bell Helmets, CalGuard, APA Trucking, Fox, and Cycle Racer in the 750 class. Chris Stewart takes the easy win. Let's look for that battle for second. And it's no battle now because Siegel did that marvelous job of getting around that rider. So let's take a look for that battle in the 750 class. It's Canay and Moore. And they're around turn number 8 and 9 right now. Here they come out of the straightaway. It's Canay and Moore. Moore and Canay. Here they come. It's Canay out in front. Moore's in the draft. Let's see if we can get around him as they come off the front straightaway. And Canay's going to hold him off. Canay's going to be a double winner out here today. Great job by Don Canay. Well, he's come out of nowhere. He was a average, I would say a fair to average Formula 2 rider, and then all of a sudden he got off the Grand Prix bikes, and boy, he's been a real whiz on these production bikes. Great start by bike number 525. 525 down on our list. Yeah, we do. Brian Brinkman on the Suzuki in the Open GP class. Got a great start, but he got passed going into turn number 1. And Formula 2 gets underway. 441 gets a good start off into the lead. That's 444. Lance Thielman taking the lead. 57 Chris Hughes running there in second spot on that, what can you call it? It's a purple TZ Yamaha. You can spot that thing 3 miles away. Change. That's the 3rd lead change already. And they come down and complete lap number 1. Sidecars, get ready. You're going to be coming up next. Sidecars, you're going to be next. Jeff Stern taking to the lead on the Suzuki. Bike number 525 running in second spot. That's Brian Brinkman. He's leading in the Open GP class. Then comes bike number 746, and that's going to be Pat Ryan on a Suzuki. A good ride by Pat Ryan, a relatively unknown rider, but doing quite well out here. Pat Ryan running in 3rd spot. Rider on that big Suzuki, that Cycle Racer sponsored Suzuki, Jeff Stern, already starting to open up a little bit of a gap. Please, Jim Freaky, go to your garage for an interview. Positions this time around as they come out of turn number 9, and it's still 171. The Woodland Hills rider Jeffrey Stern, the Cycle Racer sponsored bike, running out in front. 525 Brian Brinkman holding down second spot. Then comes Pat Ryan still holding down 3rd spot.